Welcome back to the Beyond You podcast. Before we dive in, if you've been listening, these conversations keep meeting you right where you are. Would you hit subscribe? I want to make sure you don't miss the conversations that might shift something for you. So, if this is becoming your space for real talk, and let's make it official. Welcome to the Beyond You podcast, where we have real conversations about healing, trusting yourself again, and building the kind of relationships that actually feel good. I'm Samantha, and if you've ever felt like you're just going through the motions, like you're doing all the right things but still feeling disconnected, you're in the right place. Because here we go beyond the surface, beyond the hurt, beyond the patterns that keep you stuck. So take a deep breath, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Right, because I want to talk to you about something that I know has been keeping you up at night. That internal tug of war where you don't know if just what you're feeling is your gut telling you the truth or your anxiety lying to you. You meet someone new and your stomach gets tight. Is that intuition saying run, or is that anxiety saying don't trust this because it's unfamiliar? Something feels off in your friendship, but you can't name it. Is that your gut recognizing a real problem, or is that fear making you hypervigilant? You have an opportunity, but something makes you hesitate. Is that wisdom, or is the fear of success? Let me know down in the comments if you've been struggling with this. If you've been second guessing yourself because you generally don't know if you're listening to intuition or just being controlled by anxiety. Here's what I need you to know. Before we go any further, if you've been gaslit, betrayed, or taught not to trust yourself, of course, you can't tell the difference. Your inner compass got damaged, and we're going to help you recalibrate it. So let's talk about it. So first, let's talk about how to actually tell the difference, because they can feel so similar in your body, and it's generally confusing, the difference between the anxiety and intuition. So let's kind of first go into, I love to break it down for you guys, what anxiety actually feels like. Anxiety lives in your chest and your head. It's up high in your body. It's racing thoughts, tight chest, shallow breathing, racing heart. Anxiety is loud and frantic. It's screaming at you. It's catastrophizing. It's what if on repeat. It's spinning out into worst case scenarios. Anxiety is also about the future. It's not responding to what is, it is responding to what might happen. What if they hurt me? What if this goes wrong? What if I'm making a mistake? Anxiety feels chaotic and ungrounded. You can't think clearly, you're spiraling. Everything feels urgent and panicky. Anxiety wants you to react immediately. It needs you to do something right now to make the comfortable feeling stop. Text them, leave, control the situation, anything to relieve the panic. That's how you know when anxiety is really hitting. Okay, so let's go into what intuition actually feels like. Intuition lives in your gut, your belly, your solar plexus. It's lower in your body. It's deep knowing, a settled sense, even if what it's telling you is uncomfortable. Intuition is quiet and steady. It doesn't scream. It actually whispers. It's calm. Sometimes it's just simple yes or no with no explanation. Intuition is about the present. It's responding to what is, not to what might happen, but the reality of right now. This doesn't feel right. This person isn't safe. This isn't aligned. Intuition feels grounded even when it's uncomfortable. You might not like what it's telling you, but there's clarity to it, a certainty, a deep body knowing. Intuition is patient, though. It doesn't rush you. It can wait. It's just there, steadily offering you information. It doesn't need you to react immediately. So let me know, can you tell the difference in your body when I describe them? Because your body already knows. We just need to help you listen to it again. So let's go into on why this is so hard, especially after trauma. Now, I need you to acknowledge something important. If you've experienced gaslighting, betrayal, or any kind of relational trauma, your ability to distinguish between anxiety and intuition has been compromised. And here's why. Gaslighting taught you not to trust your gut. When someone gaslights you, they're specifically targeting your intuition. They're telling you that what you feel, what you sense, what you know is wrong. So they say things like you're being paranoid, you're too sensitive. That didn't happen. You're imagining things. After hearing that enough times, you stop trusting your gut. You start second guessing everything. You start thinking maybe your intuition is just anxiety making you suspicious. So now, even when your gut is giving you accurate information, you dismiss it because you've been trained to. So a lot of times you don't realize how trauma made your nervous system hypervigilant. Because here's the other piece when it comes to this. When you've been hurt, your nervous system goes into protective mode. It starts scanning for danger everywhere. And sometimes that is helpful. You're more attuned to red flags, but sometimes it means you're seeing danger where there isn't any. You're mistaking unfamiliar for unsafe. You're confusing different from what I'm used to with wrong, right? So you're just equaling those together. So your anxiety is trying to protect you, but it's working with outdated information. It's protecting you from dangers that aren't actually present anymore. And a lot of times I don't realize the cultural messages that complicate it a little further too. And if we're being real, especially for Black and brown women, there are cultural layers here too that I just want to recognize. Maybe you were taught that your feelings don't matter as much as keeping the peace, that you should ignore your discomfort to maintain family harmony, that speaking up about what feels wrong is disrespectful. So now you're trying to reclaim your intuition while fighting against cultural conditioning that taught you to override it. And that's not easy. And if you're struggling, understand that there's a reason why. Next, we're going to go into how to be able to tell the difference, because I'd love to be able to give you guys practical steps here, right? On this podcast, we want to make sure that you are really staying in tune with you. And so that's when we do things like this. So, all right, so you understand the difference theoretically, right? Now let's talk about what to actually do when you're in the moment and don't know if you're feeling anxiety or it's your intuition. So the tool number one, I want you to notice where you feel it. So when the feeling starts to come up, place your hand on your body where you feel it. Is it in your chest, your throat, your head? That's more likely anxiety. Is it in your belly, your gut, your solar plexus? That's more likely your intuition. Your body will tell you if you just pay attention to the location. Tool number two, ask, is this about right now or about what might happen? Anxiety is consistently future focused. It's worried about what could go wrong. Intuition is present focused. It's responding to what is. So when the feeling comes up, ask yourself, am I responding to what's actually happening right now? Or am I responding to a story I'm telling myself about the future? If you're catastrophizing, that's anxiety. If you're simply noticing this doesn't feel right, that's intuition. Tool number three, notice the quality of the voice. Anxiety, it sounds just very frantic, very rushed, very urgent. You need to do something now. Like, what if this happens? What if that happens? You need to fix this. That's how anxiety feels. But tuition, it sounds so calm. This isn't right. Pay attention, something off here. Like, it's just very calm. So the tone tells you the source a lot of the times. Tool number four, give it time. Here's a game changer. Anxiety demands immediate action. Intuition can wait. So when you're not sure, tell yourself, I'm going to sit with this for 24 hours before I act on it. If after 24 hours, the feeling has lessened or changed significantly, that was probably anxiety. If after 24 hours, the feeling is still there, steady and clear, that's more likely intuition. Intuition is patient, anxiety is urgent. So let me know which of these tools feels more helpful to you, because it helps me know the kind of what you're going to be able to work on. So tool number five, I want you to check your body's response. This one subtle but powerful. Anxiety makes your body contract, but intuition, it makes your body expand or at least stay neutral. When you think about doing something and your whole body tightens, closes up, braces, pay attention to that. But also notice, Is it tightening because something is generally wrong, intuition? Or is it tightening because something is unfamiliar and your nervous system is just on high alert, anxiety? So you can ask your body directly, is this fear of the unknown or recognition of actual danger? And then listen for the answer. Tool number 6, I need you to journal it out. When you're really stuck, grab whether it's a Miss Me journal or any paper and write, what am I actually afraid of right now? And let yourself write without editing. Let the fear speak. And as you write, you'll often discover whether it's rational, intuition picking up on something real, or irrational, anxiety, spinning stories. The act of writing slows down the spiral enough for you to see it clearly. So that's why we definitely invite you to be able to write these things out. Now we know we have to be able to really close it together with allowing yourself to rebuilding the trust in your intuition. Because a lot of times in these relationships or just family, partners, parents, that's the key thing is going to be rebuilding that trust within yourself, rebuilding that trust in your intuition. So last thing, and this is important, I need you rebuilding your trust in your intuition as a practice. I need you to know that, not a one-time fix. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and suddenly know with certainty every time. This takes time, and that's okay. Here's how to practice this, though. I need you to start with small, low-stakes decisions. Don't start with, should I stay in this relationship? Start with what I want for lunch. We kind of talked about this last week in the last, it's just in the last podcast episode, or if I haven't yet, I'll be dropping that soon. Because I want you to be able to practice checking in with your gut on small things. Do I want to go to this event or stay home? Does this friendship feel good or draining? Do I trust this person with this information? Build the muscle with low stakes practice before you apply it to high stakes situations. Because I want you to track when you're right. Keep a running note in your phone, times when you trust your gut and you were right. You need evidence that your intuition works. And building that evidence rebuilds that trust. Also know you can be able to get support. If you're doing this work alone, it can be harder. So whether it's talking to your therapist, a trusted friend, journaling through it, joining the Come Home to Yourself membership or in Substack where we practice this stuff together in real time. And know that you also have the free section to be able to kind of give you that gentle work with Samantha as well. You might write weekly essays, not too long, that go deeper into this kind of work. Subscribe for free and let these conversations continue. And links in the show notes, because you're not supposed to figure this out alone. So here's what I need you to walk away knowing, though. If you can't tell the difference between anxiety, intuition right now, that's not because something is wrong with you. It's because your inner compass just broken up a little bit, and we're recalibrating it together. So it's going to take practice. You're going to second guess yourself sometimes. You're going to get it wrong sometimes, and that's all part of the learning. But little by little, you're going to rebuild trust in yourself. You're going to learn to distinguish the frantic voice from the calm knowing. You're going to learn that your gut has always been trying to protect you. You just had to learn to hear it again. So here's what I need from you. I just want you to be able to share this episode with someone who's been second guessing themselves. And you can tag me over at Instagram at imsamantha.a, and let's normalize that learning to trust yourself again as a journey. So subscribe definitely if you haven't. You can find me on Substack for deeper work with community. You can come home to yourself and over on Substack as well. And I'm over on TikTok and Moving Beyond You. So before you go, hand on your heart and deep breath, because I want you to say this with me. My intuition is real. My anxiety is also real. And I'm learning to tell the difference. And I trust myself to figure this out. Love, your gut has been trying to talk to you, and it's time to listen. Take care of that beautiful heart. And I'll see you next week.